Hey, this is cintiq. A subscriber of mine tipped me off to this really interesting function of Windows that allows you to mirror a Windows computer to a secondary Windows machine. You can even get full pen pressure, as well as using the keyboard and mouse on the secondary machine to control the main machine. So in this case, you could take the lower powered Surface Go 2 and use it as a digitizer for a more powerful Windows machine. And it could even be used several feet away in a separate room because it's all wireless. The process is very simple and everything you need is built right into Windows, so setting it up is very easy. You just need to make sure that both devices are set up on the same network. There are several ways to get started on Windows 10, and I believe the process is similar if not identical on Windows 11. I find the quickest way to get started is to type in projection into the search bar, then click projection settings. If this is the first time using this function on your PC, you'll have to download the wireless display optional feature. And then in the first drop-down menu where it says always off, go ahead and change that to one of the two other options. And once you have this set up on both devices, the way to link them together to be using, say, the Surface Go 2 as a digitizer for this GPD WinMax 2021 is even more simple. Go ahead and press the Windows key and P to launch your projection settings. In this case, I'm going to be using duplicate to make the demonstration a little bit easier to understand, but in most cases, I think people will be using extended. Then go ahead and click connect to a wireless display. If you don't immediately see your secondary device on this list, on your secondary device, go ahead and launch the Connect app, and then you'll see right here on my main device, my Surface Go 2 has appeared, and they're connecting. And as you can see right here, I'm now currently mirroring my GPD to my Surface Go 2. I'm going to go ahead and click this box that allows mouse, keyboard, touch, and pen inputs from this device to be registered on my main computer. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my drawing software. And you can see after using that checkbox, I now have full pen pressure on my Surface Go 2, but the software is running on my GPD. It might seem a little bit strange because the Surface Go 2 could also run Paint Tool SAI and other programs fairly easily, but when it comes to more powerful software, being able to use more powerful components to run more demanding software on a main PC, but the pen pressure and small form factor of, say, this Surface Go 2 and Surface Pen is a really excellent combination. As far as I know, there's no wired connectivity option for this exact method. Maybe there's other apps that allow you to have an HDMI cable or some USB cable setup, but for this method, it's only wireless. I found the lag is not that bad, especially if you change the settings to gaming mode from work mode. You can see how much more responsive it is versus when I first set it up. And like I said earlier, you can separate these two. And I took my Surface Go 2 into the living room while I had my main computer here in my office. It was a little bit more laggy even in the game mode, and there was some flickering and other errors, but I think it was pretty usable for light sketching and definitely usable for productivity. When it comes to gaming, the lag may affect your performance on competitive games, but it's still really cool to be able to use a more powerful PC to play games or edit video on something portable like the Surface Go 2. This kind of functionality is really touted on Macs, and it's a big selling point. Often people, I think, decide to buy a Mac because of AirDrop or Sidecar, but really Windows does offer similar functionality. It's just unfortunate that it's not as well marketed or as well known. I do think that Microsoft's implementation is a little bit more fiddly and difficult to set up at first, but once you get it going, it's very simple and easy to use. And also the number of devices that are compatible is extensive compared to Apple. And if you have any issues trying to set this up or as you're trying to use it, going into these projection settings and changing some of the drop-down options could help solve your problem. If you're still having trouble, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'm happy to try to give my own 2 cents and help you out with that. If you have any suggestions as far as similar videos to this or tutorials, please let me know. And go ahead and share this with someone who might find it beneficial. I'm cintiq, and thank you so much for watching.